Good day, viewers. Today we're here to discuss Marsha Pierce's Wrestling with Angels, an exploration of Caribbeanness. This editorial film looked at directors and producers of Caribbean music videos and how they're able to market their videos and produce their videos for the Caribbean and for the wider community, mainly Europe and America. Now, Caribbean identity, as expressed within the video, comes out in the form of dance, music, architecture, art, and food. The expressed opinions of Caribbean identity being one that is rich and full of expression. It is a mixture of flavors and texture. When I say texture, I mean the layers, the different building blocks of the Caribbean and our emotions, our feelings of sorrow, of jubilation, of love. It all comes out within our cultural expressions and within our music videos. Some of the directors and other persons who have been interviewed in this video production speaks of Caribbean identity as something that is spiritual and rooted with ancestry. It has aspects of our history and a history that is being built every day. It involves social commentary and it is basically an archiving of our culture. We see our Caribbean music and music videos as something that can adapt. It can take on different genres and blend them to produce something that is uniquely Caribbean. This is something that is not easily done by, let's say, the Hispanic community of Central America or the pop and hip hop community of North America. It would not be done with those sweet melodies that we can hear every day and recognize as being uniquely Caribbean. Now, there are some expressions or opinions given within the video that I duly support, and I would say that the directors and video producers were on point in expressing what our culture is and how it binds us and our expressions, our mannerisms, our unique Caribbean behavior, which could be recognized anywhere in the world. However, there are aspects that, or one aspect that I must say that I do not feel it is a true sense of what Caribbean or Caribbean identity is. And it was a phrase taken from one of the directors saying that tradition is not static and place responds to time. However, something that is uniquely or something that is traditional, I think holds roots in our ancestry, and we could look at it from the aspect of food. Um, uh, Vincentian boiling or Kittitian goat water, uh, oil dung from Grenada. These are flavors that have been there from roots, from our foreparents, and these are flavors that are not easily tampered with, or it would change the whole makeup of what that dish really is. And so too must our Caribbean music and expression in terms of our videos. We cannot let externalities determine the direction of our cultural expression, or it would no longer be Caribbean. Now, the editorial touched on many aspects of Caribbean identity, and I felt that it was a 90% holistic job, if I could add some statistics to it. However, there is one area that I think that was not really focused on, and it was the way forward. What is the direction that our directors are now going to take due to external influences and what the market requires and the economics behind the whole industry? Um, there were no expression of this is where we would like to go. And I think those questions should have been asked because these are the persons in the driving seat, and the task should have been put in front of them, and let's find out where exactly they are willing to go and how hard they are willing to work. Now, after viewing this video, as a Caribbean native, I excuse me one moment. I must say that I think Caribbean identity is something that is truly rich and is mixed with flavors flavors from different islands, and I don't mean not only flavors for the taste buds, but flavors for the heart, flavors for the soul, flavors expressed in our rhythms, our clothing, our dances. And we cannot let the mainstream direction change the path of the growth of our Caribbean culture. And someone else who is native looking at this, I think, would have the same opinion. Someone who is foreign, let's say from the US or from Europe, I think they would recognize the spirituality expressed in the video and the thoughts of the directors and producers. I think they would see that Caribbean culture is something that is homegrown from our backyards, from the little villages and towns where those moonlight rhythms were born. However, they would also see that globalization and westernization and the economic world has a bearing on what Caribbean culture would turn out to be a century from now. And they would see that it is being influenced and it is being forced to change because of the economics of the time. However, we shall look on and see which direction it would actually take.